Hey guys. So, I don't know if any of you noticed, maybe not, if you've already watched it. I had to take one of my videos down. Not for anything in particular that anyone didn't like the video or anything. I did not realize that the piece of paper that I had really had my customer's address on it. So that great big Espada, I took it down because I had basically put my customer's address on the internet. So what we're going to talk about today is, first of all, I finished this. It still needs some, it still needs some cleanup and things like that. But basically, this knife is done, and it's going to my friend Billy at Strategic Defense. It's getting a Kydex sheath. I don't know if you can be able to see it. Hopefully you can. There's something cool that happens with 20 CV. It almost gets a Damascus pattern to it in the steel because it's crucible steel. So anyway, 20 CV, carbon fiber scales. I was afraid they were going to be too thin to be comfortable. It's really comfortable with just that little thin, doesn't need much. I'm thinking this is probably going to be about the thickness of the scales. Polished everything, and it is ready for its sheath. So I am going to be making some of these. You guys can reach out to me. I don't know how many I'm going to make at a time. They take a while because I'm still learning. But yeah, I wanted to have a thumb ramp here and here. Forward choil, you don't necessarily have to get up in it, but if you do, you can get up in it. But it's pretty comfortable just like this because there's enough grip that you can get it, and then if you want, you can get further back and you still have some grip. So now I've got fingerprints all over it after I did all that to clean it up so that I could show it. But yeah, I just finished up the handle scales today. I worked today and then went up to Elliot's, and there's some final cleanup stuff on some of these scales. I just need some hand sanding and things like that. But right now, I want to get the sheath done for it so that I can get it out to Billy up at Strategic Defense. Friend of mine for a while now. So yeah. You guys know what this is? Come on, you guys are knife guys. You know what this is. This is a Marfione custom sigil. It's on loan. I borrowed it. Been carrying it. And it's a nice design. It's really light because, as you can see, it's carbon fiber, milled carbon fiber with a copper or brass, not sure which. It looks like copper to me. Backspacer. And it looks like copper hardware. And then a titanium pivot screw. So really no markings on it. When I looked it up, the ones that I saw are done in Elmax. I love that tiger stripe on that titanium. It's so cool. But yeah, I always liked this knife, and then I saw how much they are. It's a hollow grind. It's not a flat grind, it's hollow ground. The thing that I always thought was awesome and cool about these knives, you know how when you got another knife and the pocket clip can get and become a hot spot? Can you even see the pocket clip on that? Can you even see it? And I know it's just a novel little feature, but it's nice. Now, I will say, for as much as these knives are going for, it's not as smooth as I thought it would be. That pivot's kind of gritty. It's a subframe lock, of course, obviously, because it's carbon fiber. The blade is really well designed. Cuts really well. I haven't done a lot of cutting. It's an expensive knife, but the cutting I have done, it's cut well. Nice thin profile. Like I said, hollow grind. So, overall, so I've seen these going for anywhere between $900 and $1,200. So the the worth it factor is what I have to think about. Is this knife with its novel little pocket clip worth that much? No. No, it's not that it's not a good design or things like that. It's just not a knife that I would spend that much for. I told you guys before, I've had custom knives, and I've had knives that cost $1,300, $1,400, $900, $1,000, and this was one of the ones that I always just wanted to see. Now, am I at all saying it's not worth the price? For me, it's not. But it's a Marfione custom, and these things are, he does some fucking nice work on these. Now, some minor issues with it. You're probably not going to see it. Centering's off a little bit. Centering is off a little bit. And this is proprietary hardware, so I don't think it got taken apart. I know sometimes Microtechs and Marfiones can be touchy about how you take them apart, put them back together. They don't want to stay centered. Scratched my ring up already. So it's just, you know, it's a handmade knife. So, but it's pretty nice. This is kind of a two-tone finish. It looks like satin on the flats and then polished inside. Not completely mirror polished like some of his other customs. There may be one of those coming. I know where I can get my hands on one of those now. But yeah, well designed overall knife. Just at the price point, for me, no. And so now we're done with that. Guest blade. I do like it. It's something I'd be hesitant to carry all the time because the pocket clip, that's what I was gonna say, the pocket clip, as you can see, it's kind of cool because but it really doesn't give you a whole lot of purchase on that pocket. So if I was going anywhere where I might not be, you know, I might be in and out of a vehicle a lot, I don't know if I would carry this. I've carried it around and I've used it for a couple things, but only days and things that I knew I could get away with carrying it and not worry about losing it. So, one last thing. I took a comment down off of my cold steel knives. Remember when cold steel knives, this one got something on it that rusted my AUSA blade. But, so I have that video that's got like 35,000 views. And I don't know where that all came from. Issue is, I have someone that, the very top comment, it was his comment, and I had to take it down. Not because of the content. I didn't have to take it down. I just took it down because people were getting me mixed up with that comment. And people were trying to, you know, hey, I would love to have you sharpen my knives. And I was like, me? Because you're responding to this guy. I was like, no, who are you? I'm the owner of the channel. So to eliminate confusion, not because of anything that he said, we resolved that issue a long time ago, I took the comment down because no matter how many times I reiterated to people that was not the owner of the channel, they keep responding to his comment. Oh, that Tonto you put up was beautiful. Well, I put it up, not him. Just, I use this channel to do my business too, my sharpening service and things like that. I can't have people getting me mixed up with someone else and then be like, no, I don't. Who are you? Well, I'm the owner of the channel. I'm the person you're talking to about the video where you said you wanted me to sharpen your knives, and now you're saying no? Okay, well, so, yeah. And to reiterate, again, I don't hate cold steel knives. People watch that video and they get so irate. If you watch the video, from the beginning you hear me say how much I like cold steel knives. This is an awesome little knife. You can't beat it. I mean, this thing is the tough light. Well, no joke, it's tough. And so are all of my other cold steel knives. I still have cold steel knives. It just, what I was commenting on was the quality that the knives are currently held to. And they just need to get their quality control taken care of. Not that they're not good knives, but the other one, I had somebody go on and say on that comments about, oh, I would never, you're the last person in the world I would send a knife to. I see how you carry knives and da 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 da, and you just look with the magnifying glass on the lens or on the edge. And I was like, you tell by the way you carry your knives, da da da. I was like, look, you don't fucking know me. How do you know how I carry my knives? Now, if that was someone that knows me, well, then maybe they could say something. But if anybody that knows me knows that I romp on my knives, I'm hard on stuff. Yeah, fucking, how do you know how I carry my fucking knives? I've had to re-anodize my NTAC probably 5 times because I've worn the anodizing off of it. I've had to refinish the blades on some of my knives because now I know how to do it. How the f do you know how I carry my knives? You know what? And if you subscribe to my channel, feel free to unsubscribe if you don't like what I'm saying. If you are the person that commented like that, you know, how do you know how I carry my knives? Put words in my mouth for me. Thanks, appreciate it. I know how I carry my knives, and I know how a lot of you guys carry your knives. I've seen how they come to me when they are busted up and jacked up. So, yeah. I'm sorry if I went on a little tirade, but God damn, that pissed me off. That one made me mad. I took that comment down because of the content. I was like, you know what? Get off my channel. Get out of my comments. So, I don't do it often. But if you make me mad, I will take your comment down. Now, like I said, the comment I took down today, and it was from Dirt McGirt, and it's a long time ago. And we discussed this, and I had a video in response to him. It was not because of the content. You know, that was a valid opinion. It was just to eliminate the confusion. I had to. I got too many people that I'm reading responses. Well, wait, no, they're responding to him. Nope. They're talking to him like he owns the channel. Nope. Sorry. And I've had people comment about like, oh, your videos are stupid and boring and da 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 da. Well, here's the thing. None of you are, no one ties them to a chair and makes them watch. And the other thing is, for someone that, like, I look at who it is and then I see 0 videos, 0 subscribers, you don't know how hard it is to try and do this. This is actually not easy. You have to kind of get yourself ready to sit down and talk. Because I had someone tell me, who's a lot more popular on YouTube than me, he's like, if you look at your analytics, you're probably going to find that you're not talking, most of the time, you're not talking to your subscribers. You're talking to people that are not subscribed. So I looked at it. 94% of the people that are viewing my videos aren't even subscribed to my channel. So to caveat that, he also then in the email told me, you're not, makes it harder to do this, you're not talking to 400, and it was 30 people at the time. You're not talking to 430 people. You're talking to millions of people who could easily just accidentally find your page. So not to drag this video out any further than I have to. I just kind of had a couple things. Marfione custom sigil. It's a nice knife. It is a nice knife. We will be, this one should be going back to its owner. And we're going to look at that Ferrum Forge Kylan, which I've been carrying a lot because it's nice. I have the prototype C. Sometimes it just doesn't flip all the way. So anyway, yeah. YouTube, you guys take it easy. Have a good evening.